Hi. I thought it'd be fitting to film it like this. I'm filming it in Zoom right now. So, welcome to my channel. I'm Athena, and I just finished my second semester, and I'm here today to tell you about it. I'm wearing pink because on Wednesdays we wear pink. I took 5 classes. I had, my first class was Linguistics 200, and that was a pretty chill class. I didn't have a book for it, so I'll be showing you guys my books, but um, so basically, my professor just lectured every day. It was a 2 times a week class. I had it on Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 3:15, and basically my professor just lectured every day, and we had like homework quizzes due on Canvas due before each class about whatever he lectured for the day before. It was pretty easy. We had some homework assignments, and we had a big paper due at the end. The class was really fun. I really recommend it, and I got a B+ in the class. Oh, I got a CSUN, by the way. If anyone asks, you mentioned the classes that I took at CSUN. If you go there or want to go there, this video will help you. And I'm just giving you some insight about how going through college was during the transition from in person to online. Next class I had was on Tuesdays, Thursdays at 8 a.m. to 9:15. It was communications, 151, and the lab was right after that. So the actual class was 8 to 8:15. Then the lab was the 25 minutes from 8:50 to 8:15. It was in the same room, so we didn't have to move or anything. The class was pretty fun. We only had 4 big speeches to do. We did the first speech the first week, and then we did the second speech the last week before all of this thing happened where we had to be at home. And my professor was really great. Every day we would do some like speech exercises where she would bring in a game or something and you would just talk about a topic or something. The next class I had was CTVA 100. It's Cinema and Television Arts 100. It's Introduction to Mass Communications. It was from 9:30 to 10:45 on Tuesdays, Thursdays. For me, my 2 classes, comms and CTVA 100, was in the same building, so it was very easy for me to just walk. CTVA 100 is a really cool class. My professor, she just lectured the whole entire time. We would have to read each chapter and do an outline about it and read some articles and do whatever. But the class was really fun. You couldn't really miss class. You just had to go and listen to what she was lecturing and write notes. We only had one paper and that was due like right as we were transitioning. So it was supposed to be due that Thursday, May 12th, but that Thursday was the first day that we couldn't go to school. School was canceled. And so we just had to email it later. The next class I had was philosophy 100. It was from 2 to 3:40 on Tuesday, Thursday. It's 4 units because it was an extra 25 minutes. Because normally we get out at 3:15, but we got out at 3:40. The class is pretty cool. He just lectured about the chapter, then we would go home and read about it and do the homework. The next class I had was on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. to 10:45. It was a 3-hour class, 3-unit class, C2VA 210, TV aesthetics. We would normally just go in the class into the theater because it's a big lecture hall of sorts, and my professor would just lecture for about 20 to 40 minutes depending, and then we would watch a movie, and that you would take notes during the movie and during the lecture. Then we'd go home and do a weekly quiz. So now that you kind of know like my classes, how it was like before the transition, like just in person, now I'm gonna tell you like what happened after. My classes aren't that hard. I'm a freshman. I did pretty well this semester. I'm giving you some tips like why and how I did so well. The lowest grade I got was a B+ in linguistics, and the rest of them I got A's. But in CHVA 210, I got an A-. So I think my GPA is like a 3.7 something. I think I don't truly know, but so when we first transitioned, it was kind of hard for me. I mean, it was hard for all of us, but I'm lucky that I have a desk and I have like my own office space of sorts. It was makeshift, but I think what was so key that I had a place where I could go to every day to learn. And a lot of my professors that were doing Zoom calls, they really helped me out. It kind of helped the transition was Zoom. One of my professors was doing like his like linguistics 200. My professor, he was still doing the twice a week Zoom calls, which really helped me understand the material and just helped me like get on track to like get me working. Because I did sleep in later. Like I had 8 a.m.s the first half of the semester, and I was kind of happy that my 2 professors who I did have 8 a.m. for didn't do Zoom calls. I had to keep myself accountable, which was kind of hard, but I did it. Some tips that I did have to get up every day, and I changed out of my pajamas, and I sat at my desk. I did an hour and 15-minute Zoom call, and then I was like ready to keep working. That's when I would normally do my communications and my CTJ 210 stuff right after that class because it helped me be motivated. Another thing that helped for my philosophy class was I had a group chat with people that I made in the class to like help do homework together. So we would call like a couple days before the homework was due, and we would just do it together in groups. It was allowed, and I read it. I read the chapter like a day before. So like the original course material got shortened a bit, I think, because it wasn't that much reading when we were online. Another thing that helped was that my CTVA 100 professor, she would have like send out weekly emails. We would still do weekly calls, like not 2 times a week, but once a week on Thursdays. And it just helped because she would lecture about the material, so you'd kind of force you to keep it up, even though it wasn't due every week. It would be due at the end of the semester, and that did kind of hurt because I did think like, oh, I was behind by 2 weeks at one point, and I thought, oh, it's fine, no one cares. But it really, I wasn't truly understanding the material when she lectured. So after that point, I decided to keep it up because I wasn't understanding what she was talking about. I was like I was a little confused when she lectured because I didn't keep up with the reading. So that's the point when I decided to keep up. A lot of my professors, I feel like they cut out a bunch of their tests and assignments. I know they did because like they made a new syllabus, and I really appreciate that. I feel like that really helps, especially when transitioning. But what I'm more anxious about, because my fall semester was announced, it's gonna be online, and I'm not really sure how it's gonna work. That's why I'm kind of making this video, for me mostly to like look back on this and be like, wow, I dealt with the transition. I can deal with me doing full online. I never wanted to do online classes. I personally hate online classes because I really need a routine schedule, and I need help in person because most online classes they just post everything. Then you have like a month or 2 or 3 months, whatever, to do it all, and it really relies on you when you're in self-discipline. Um, but surprisingly, I'm taking a summer class online, Theater 110, just because I need to do something during this quarantine, and I love theater, so I hope it's going to be a fun class. I just started yesterday, so. Another thing for my books, I didn't really have any books that I physically had to buy for any of my classes, except for CTVA 210. I did buy this book. You can also get it online. I did buy it new because I just think that it's good, because my major is screenwriting, and I think it's good to have your book that's in your major just to buy them used, buy them to keep them because it's going to help you, and you can look back on it in 10 years. And because I'm a screenwriting major, I want to look back on this and see this, and be like, wow, my movies, my TV shows could be in this book one day. Not this exact book, but you know. That's the only book I had. It was pretty expensive, but I think it's pretty cool because it did come with some cool perks. Like, it came with an online website that gave you quizzes and stuff. The next thing I think that was really helpful was me buying a spiral. I have a 5-subject word spiral, and I just kept all my papers and all my notes for each class individual, and it really helped me. Like, I would try to spend one day, like I try to work on my schoolwork 5 days a week at least, and one day I would focus on each class and just move up the spiral. Another thing that it's kind of funny is that I chose this semester. I have 3 8 a.m.s Tuesday through Thursday. I had at a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m. back to back. I had pretty long days. The only cool thing that I did was I made sure Monday started off kind of calm because I'm used to cramming all my homework Sunday night. So that wasn't good. That's why I pushed my Monday to start back later, and I could just ease into my week slowly. And I also took Fridays off, which I think was pretty cool at the time because I could focus on other things. I did make a couple YouTube videos, filmed it, whatever. And I did have a chance to like study and do anything I wanted and kind of relax and catch up with my friends. When I transitioned to online, I tried to make Fridays part of my school life instead of just like my weekend. The next thing that kind of helped is having this thing. I showed it last video, but it had all my pens and pencils in it, and it was just a cool little thing. Because I would sometimes when I was doing my work, I fell asleep once while doing a CTVA 210 assignment. It was Friday the 13th, and I fell asleep here, and it was so bad. I was working on an assignment, and I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock. I was eating dinner. I was writing my assignment, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna rest for a second. And then I fell asleep. and I didn't wake up till like 4 a.m. and I thought I finished it. I just, was out of it and went to bed. But what I realized is that I can't spend like 10 hours a day at my desk doing homework. So what I do is I take this is all my pens and pencils, and I just easily transport it to my bedroom and just do some work and watch some YouTube. This is my video about my second semester in college. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something about like surviving in college in this transition. I will do a video if you guys want about like my college tips, because I have more than this. It's just like just the broad tips that I use for for college and everything. So also sorry about the audio quality. I just think the headphones and the aesthetic could kind of help. And I'm filming on Zoom if you want me to film something else. Just more videos will be coming soon. So follow me on Instagram. Generate this. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.